Do you know who Saddam Hussein really was? Was he a ruthless dictator? Or a misunderstood leader who stood firm against Western powers? Let's uncover the reality behind one of the most controversial figures of the 20th century. Welcome to the channel. Saddam Hussein was born in 1937 in a poor village near Tikrit, Iraq. His early life was tough. His dad died when Saddam was just a kid. And then he and his mom had to flee to Syria after a failed attempt to assassinate the king of Iraq. When Saddam returned to Iraq, he joined the Ba'ath Party, a movement that promoted Arab unity and anti-imperialism. In 1968, the Ba'ath Party took control of Iraq. 3 years later, Saddam orchestrated a coup, becoming the real power behind the scenes. Officially, he became president of Iraq in 1979. Saddam ruled with an iron fist. He crushed opposition, used secret police, and had anyone who opposed him executed. He even launched brutal campaigns against ethnic minorities, especially the Kurds. In 1988, his forces carried out the Halabja attack, using chemical weapons on Kurdish civilians. But his regime wasn't all about terror. He modernized Iraq's infrastructure, provided free healthcare and education, and kept the country united under strong leadership. To many Arabs, he was a symbol of pride, especially after the 1973 Arab-Israeli War. He was seen as a strong leader who stood up to the Israelis and the Americans. However, Saddam's ambitions led him into disastrous wars. In 1980, he invaded Iran. The war lasted 8 years and devastated both countries. Then in 1990, he invaded Kuwait, hoping to absorb it into Iraq. This led to the Gulf War. When US-led forces pushed him out of Kuwait, he was left isolated and desperate. Sanctions followed, which collapsed Iraq's economy and caused immense suffering for the Iraqi people. But Saddam clung to power, defying the Americans and the world. In 2003, the United States invaded Iraq, claiming that Saddam had hidden weapons of mass destruction. Those weapons were never found. But in the eyes of the U.S., Saddam's regime was seen as a threat to regional stability. Within weeks, his government was toppled, and Saddam was captured later that year. He was put on trial by an Iraqi court for crimes against humanity and executed in 2006. Saddam Hussein was a complex figure, a product of his time and place. To some, he was a monster responsible for the deaths of thousands of Kurds and other Iraqi citizens. To others, he was the last strong man who held Iraq together and kept chaos at bay. After his fall, Iraq descended into civil war and instability. The country is still struggling to find its footing. So what's your verdict? Was the world better off with him or without him? Share your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching. If you want to learn more about powerful leaders and their impact on history, stay tuned for more updates.